Hey, what's going on? Thank you for tuning in to another Balling on a Budget. Today I got something really special for you. I've been wanting to do this for a while, just trying to think of how I can do it as efficiently as possible. And I had other projects and all that type of stuff. By the way, if my voice starts going in and out, I am under the weather, but I'm trying to bring this video to you because I don't want to wait any longer. So as you can see in the title of the video is how to make 100K of prop money for $100 or less. Now, this is if you have to buy everything. Okay, some of these things you might have, so it'll knock down some of the price, which that was in. It was the same thing in my case. So, first things first, I would love to do a giveaway. This company right here, Prop Movie Money. I'm gonna leave a link down below to their website. This I know you guys like my other prop videos before. Um, by far, this company has the best product, hands down. Okay, I'll definitely do more product reviews. Or more product reviews on Prop Money. I know a couple people asked me to do some reviews on stuff, and I'll get those videos out too, just like I did before. But this company has sent me 10,000 and Prop Movie Money to give out. So when I hit 500 subscribers, I will do a giveaway for this pack of money right here. And so you can see it. It's right here. It's fully printed, front and back, nicely freshly printed. Sorry if the sound went out. Got the money right in front of me. That's for you guys, man. And at 1,000 subscribers, I will personally give 100,000 prop movie money that I made, which would be the stuff that I'm going to show you in this video, which would be front, back, and then filler bills. But it's still nice to have. You know, it's nice to have if you are a filmmaker, up and coming filmmaker, a gag gift, practical joke, whatever case may be. So please like and subscribe. I really, really would love to keep doing this content. But let's get into what do you need. All right, so what you're gonna need to make this 100,000 in prop movie money is you're going to need a paper cutter, paper. I just picked up a 250 count pack from Walmart. I think it was like 212, two something. You're gonna need rubber bands, money stack. I personally recommend the company that I'm going to be linking down below because, like I said before, the superiority of the printing, the fill of the money, and just what they produce all around is the best I've been introduced to. You're gonna need coffee or tea. Now, coffee or tea is your preference. Here I have some bills that I printed up with tea. Hopefully that's nice and sharp for you. But this is what I did with tea, and this is what I did with coffee. Okay. Now there's not that much of a difference, but the truth is that this is going to give a more brown look, what you would typically find on your money because we have dirt on our hands and stuff like that. And this right here is what you will kind of find between freshly printed bills and when they start to get a little bit dirty. Okay, so it is all your preference. I personally like the more worn out look, where it's dirty and everything. As you can see, I have some more money right here. See how brown it is and stuff like that. But basically, that is a preference of what you want. Okay, now the method that I went with this, as you'll see later on, as I went for a more freshly printed look. All right. Next, you're gonna need a coolant rack. You're gonna need some bands from the bank. I personally went to my bank and asked them for some 10K stacks and some $5,000 or some 10K bands and some $5,000 bands, and that's what I got right here. And they just gave them to me for free. So thanks to my bank for that. Most likely, if you go to a bank, that's exactly what they're gonna do. And I just explained what it was for. All right, so um, now let's get into the process of how it's going to go down. All right, so what's going to happen is depending on your denomination of money, you're going to measure that with either the measurement that you can find online, or like I did real easily, I actually took a real dollar bill and I measured it out on a ruler a couple times, and also measured it out on a piece of paper, did a nice little square line design, and I had a format of how I cut my paper. So what you're going to do is take that paper cutter, as you can see on my cutting board, I had lined it with blue tape. I made little markings, and I will just take probably 5 to 8 stacks of paper, make sure they're nice and squared up, and then I will cut the same cut. And what I was left with was some blanks that was pretty much the same size as a full size bill. As you can see, right here, here's a real $1 bill. Here's the blank that I was left over with. As you can see, what I was cutting right now, but there's only just a little bit left over. Okay, and this is the reason why I say 100K or more for $100, because what's going to happen is you're going to get 4 blanks per sheet of paper when you use a regular. I think it's what 8x11 computer printer paper. You're going to get 4 blanks of exact size, and when you go down on the end where you see that I had that little bit left over, what I did was is just mark that in the middle, and then I cut that in the middle. And what you can do is put your bills together like this, make a line it up so it resembles the same thickness of 100 or 10K stack, and line it with bills, dye it just like I'm going to show you in a later on, and then throw that on the bottom of the suitcase, the bottom of the bag. Those will be filler bills to give you more volume. Okay, if you had it in a suitcase, you can actually put those on the bottom, put the full size ones on top. So what you're going to do for this process is brew yourself some coffee or some tea. Of course, I already had coffee in the house. I also had some tea. And you're going to put it in a container, let that cool down because it will be hot. You don't want to burn yourself. You're going to need the cooling rack, and you're going to dip your money into, or your blanks into, the coffee or tea, and soak the edges. As you can see that I had flipped the money, just flickered it a little bit so it can get a little bit past the edges. The money that I'm showing you today is not dipped very heavy. In fact, what I did was, instead of putting in a fresh cup of Keurig or coffee in the Keurig machine, what I did was I brewed myself coffee earlier that day, and I saved the grounds inside the cup. I put it into the Keurig, and it gave me basically the residuals off of that coffee ground. So I didn't do a fresh Keurig cup of coffee. What I did is I left the grounds in there, and then did like a fresh cup of coffee. So it didn't give me a very dark coffee. It gave me a nice medium to light, light to medium consistency or color. So basically what ended up happening was I came off with this kind of like pinkish grayish type of look, which you'll find on the newer bills as well. Once that's done, what you're going to do is put the money up, let it cool somewhere nice and dry for a few days. What you can do to minimize from a lot of paper flaring is actually put another cookie sheet on top of the money, or put something flat down that you can put on there, and it'll keep the money as straight as possible. so you don't have a whole bunch of wrinkling going on if you're going for that perfectly freshly printed look. If not, if you okay with having some fringing, which actually looks a little bit more real on camera, or just because what money look like after it's been handled, then you can go with that method by kind of just letting it air dry by itself. If not, like I said, if you want a neater look, that's what you're going to come away with. So I had extra paper, and I just printed off some more. So basically, this is what it's gonna look like when it's done. You're gonna take your prop movie money, and you're going to take one bill and put it on the back, put it on the front, put some rubber bands on it, or put some your 10,000 band thing on there, or you can do both. It's really what kind of look you're going for. When I thought of this concept, it was a couple years ago. Also, you can make some bands out of it, some bends. But basically, when I thought of this concept a couple years ago, I was wondering how to go about it, trying to make it as efficient as possible. All right, so hopefully this helped you. The reason why I did this is because I am an independent, filmmaker, a content creator, and there's been a couple opportunities where I had clients that wanted some money in a video, and I thought about it, pushed it off, but I really wanted to give something to everyone. If you're an up and coming filmmaker, content creator, or anything like that, or if you just want to do this for a gag, or if you want to do this for just for fun. Hopefully this video helps you and lets you know that it doesn't take that much. Of course, if you have the budget, you could just go to a place like Prop Movie Magic and or Prop Movie Money and grab the stuff, because they have everything there. They have bags of money and so on and so forth. But if you're on a budget like myself, you have a family, you just don't have the means right away, you can achieve this look with very little money. So hopefully this video helped you. Like I said before, please like and subscribe. And if you like Lego building videos, or if you have kids that like Lego building videos, please visit my son's page. I will leave a link down in the description for everything that I mentioned here. But please like and subscribe. And like I said, once again, 500 subscribers, you get one of these. And at 1,000, I will personally give you 100K in prop movie money. But that's all for right now. Please stay tuned for the next one. And thank you.